following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take him by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It's a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. First Friday in October. Don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 292, NASDAQ up 92, S&P's up 31, gold contract down $1.50, trading at $15.12 an ounce. Silver off 7 cents, $17.60 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 23 cents, $52.68 a barrel. Notes and bonds, 10-year note up 6 ticks, trading 130. 30-year bond up 23 at 165.04, and King Dollar down 66 ticks, trading at 98.798. The euro is at 109, the yen is at 106.84, and the pound is at 123 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, what you have out here, folks, you get a Friday. You get a bounce going. You got light volume. You got 36 million shares traded right now. We hit a low yesterday with light volume, by the way. Okay, bottom line is, you know, we've gone down since, let's see, September 19th. We're up here at 302. Yesterday, you hit a low of 284, rejects lower price, has lighter volume, by the way. You're going into the high volume low that does want to get tested on August 5th. That number there is 281.72. So, where can this bounce to? I suspect somewhere up into 294.81. 294.81 is the low that was established out there on the 24th of September. NDX 100. We take a look at the NDX 100. Same type of setup inside this NDX. NDX, you have 23 million shares traded right now. And what will get interesting about the NDX is that, oh, this is interesting. So we're actually into the bar. Now, the bar we're looking at here is the same day, the 24th. The low of that bar is 187.15. The high is 191. So you're into it by about $1.50 right now. It's going to be a close call, because if you finish there, if we finish where we are, then it can get up there and test that 189.83, which is another $1.20 higher. Small caps. We take a look at the small caps out here. What do we got with the small caps out here? Small caps out here trading 148.62, and we have with those small caps that almost got down to the swing low. The swing low there was 144.25. You got to 144.93. Same deal though. You get a bounce with anemic volume. So that's saying that is building more cause in order to go after those lower swing areas once again. If we put this on a weekly, you're going to see this thing. Interesting. So we actually got an expansion of volume on the weekly. We were coming into 100 million, and you get 117. So what you have here in the small caps, folks, this is a little canary. You're coming into the bottom of the consolidation. We've been in this consolidation going all the way back to February 1st. Your first low out here, 145.79 million. Your next one, 144, 114 million. Your next one, 144, 101. And this week, you got the 144 and you got 117. So you can see you're expanding volume. That is setting up to break this consolidation. You break the consolidation, and they're going to be small caps will be the first one that will get down into that December low, the December low of 125.81. Gold contract rejected lower price this week on the daily. Now you're going to have it on the weekly also. Well, we're down $2.30. You're trading at $15.11 an ounce. Bottom line, what you have out here, we hit a low out here of 14.65. You're inside the larger range again. Bottom line, that's saying 15.66 is game once again. Silver, we take a look at the silver. A little different setup in silver. SIZ, let's see, SIZ9. Silver contract out here, $17.54. And yeah, anything over 17.10's a rejection. The bottom line with silver's going to have to build more cars to get it to higher price. That hasn't broken the downtrend yet, as gold did. Now, notes and bonds continue to say that the S&P wants to pull back, that metals want to go higher, and that interest rates are not only going lower, they're going a lot lower. That's how this thing is shaking out. So what we had out here this week is that you had the 10-year note, the 30-year bond, the TLT, all take out their swing points on Tuesday with volume. So you get confirmed ABC structures on the way up. The 10-year in September, the high was 132.13. Well, we hit 132.01, and you're up 4 ticks. That's going to be really easy to get into, I suspect, on Monday or Tuesday morning. And we're going to go after that. We're going to test it, and bottom line, to see whether you're going to blow it away. 30-year is set up the same way. Bottom line, inside the 30-year, also did an ABC structure on the way up, took out the B point. The high in the 30-year is 166.25, and we're at 165.05. And, you know, these bonds and notes, they've been moving pretty tremendously. If we look over to the TLT, inside the ETF structure, you're going to see that's also right next to its high. Its high is 148.90. Right now, you're at 145.81. And if we go on the other side of that and look at the yield, you're just going to see this thing is set up, man, to blow away the low. It's pretty intense, actually, the way this is set up. So what you have is this. So in the last 2 weeks, we just went from 190 on the 10-year to 151. Your low is 142. So I suspect, number one, you're going to go, we closed the lows of the day. So the interest rate structure wants to go at least after the low. The bottom line is that we're going to blow that low away and go after the all-time low. And the all-time low right now in the 10-year is 1.31, which is generated out there in July. It looks to me, if we break that 1.31 and you break it with conviction, what that would mean is that you have wide price spread, you get volume behind the move, then you're going to go down to 0.08 of 1. It's the price projection there is pretty intense. It doesn't bring you into negative, but it brings you about as close as you can get to negative without going negative. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow's up 288, Nasdaq's up 92, S&Ps are up 31. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking for exposure to gold or gold mining equities, then now is a perfect time to sign up for Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. The summer is over, gold is trading back above $1,500, and the 10-year Treasury is hovering at around 1.5%. Tom O'Brien has been writing his weekly gold report for almost 18 years. There's no one that knows more about how the gold market trades and how gold mining equities react. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, Tom publishes his weekly gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. As of September 3rd, Gold Report subscribers have 5 active open positions with an average unrealized profit of almost 38% for each position. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 296, Nasdaq's up 94, S&P's up 31. And, you know, the Federal Reserve, folks, bottom line, they're still kind of behind the 8 ball here on this repurchase agreement, pumping money into the system. So the way that this had started, folks, okay, you know, we had a couple weeks ago, bottom line is that the system ran out of liquidity. The Fed stopped pumping money in, and they had put an end date on it of October 10th. Well, they just opened up that end date. Now they're going to go to the end of the month. And it's one of these drip, drip, drip deals, which is kind of interesting, man, which is really interesting, actually, because it's like, you know, bottom line is that these banks, evidently, almost every night, they're needing about $75 billion a night to basically stay straight. Now, what we're going to see in October is you're going to see the same type of setup when this first started, and meaning this is what you get. Let's see. So, yeah, so October, what is the taxes due? I think it's October 14th. So what happens is this. The first cash squeeze had to do with the end of the quarter and the taxes going from the banking structure to the U.S. Treasury, okay? So the bottom line is that we all know if you get a business, folks, the bottom line is that it comes right out of your account. You pay your taxes, go into the business, into the IRS, okay? So you had 2 different things end up happening there. Simultaneously, when that was going on, the Treasury came out, and the Treasury came out with a huge amount of debt. And if you're a primary dealer, you have to buy the debt, folks, okay? That's how they make a lot of money, but the bottom line, if you're a Treasury primary dealer, and all the big banks are, okay, they basically have to buy the debt. They auction off the debt, but you're talking about just 2 or 3 different basis points. That's kind of how it shakes out. So simultaneously, what they had to do, they had to buy the debt. They're losing the cash going out of their accounts, going into the Treasury. Bottom line, that's where that came together. Well, we're going to have that occurrence again this month, you know, because the bottom line, you know, so we'll see where it shakes out. At this particular point, they said they're going to basically extend the funding going through the end of the month and not stop it at the October 10th time frame. And when I say behind the ball, the bottom line is that the drip, 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 this market is not going to dig the drip, drip, drip. You know, I suspect they should just say, okay, we're back to repo operations, because what had happened prior to the crash, there was a repo operation. That's how the market just ran. They were claiming they didn't need the repo operation anymore because their balance sheet was so big. Well, evidently they do. So we'll see where that baby does shake out. But cash-wise, when there's cash squeezes inside of the system in general, folks, it's not great. Let's go take a look at let's go into good old Amazon, because we're coming up on holidays. You start hearing a lot about, how much we are ordering out here, and bottom line is that when we take a look at Amazon, you're going to see Amazon's been up at these levels now since June of 2018. What's sticking out like a sore thumb, you still get this high volume December level. And the thing that's amazing, so watch the run that we had at Amazon. December of 18, 1307. January of 19, so that's 8 months, 2000. 1307 to 2035. That is phenomenal. It's 50%, right? Then, of course, we just went from 2000 down to 1700, 1685. This is in a lower range. The bottom line, you're in the lower range. So you still game. In order for this to get in the higher range, you'd really have to get into, that's a tough one, actually. Yeah, you're almost there. You could say 1736, and you're at 1736. It's a close call. You get a couple spikes up there at 1778, but I don't like taking those spikes when we're basically looking and trying to figure out where these things are going. Google, we take a look at Google out here. Google right now, that's up 20 bucks. Light volume. Facebook out here right now, that is up. This is really anemic volume on Facebook. Facebook is up $1.35, and you get 7 million shares. That's after being downtown with 16.5. And we pull this back a little bit. You're basically still in the consolidation at highs. Facebook is trading where it was trading in November of 2017. The oil market, CLX. So inside the oil market right here, oil's had quite a week out here. It was straight line move down off $56. Yesterday you hit the low of $50.99. You're bouncing slightly out here up today. You're up 33 cents. If we do take a look at this oil market, the way this seems to be set up, no matter, you got to remember something. You get the Saudi oil fields getting attacked. Oil, when they got attacked, we had closed on Friday prior to the attack. The attack was on Saturday at $54.45. Sunday night when we opened up, you're at the $63. Well, we're under the day before that they even got attacked, folks, okay? What is that saying? That's saying, guess what? We have plenty of oil around the world, right? This thing is hammering the lows. The consolidation that this has been in going all the way back to January of this year, and that puts game on table for actually $47 to $42. That's how this thing is set up. The bottom of the consolidation is 50. 50 just seems to be like a good number. Throw 50 bucks out there. Last low was $50.52. The prior one was $50.60. And that, when I'm saying that, that was the first 50 was the low of June, 50.52 was the low of August. And we hit 50.99 in September. This baby here looks to me like it just wants to go south. If we take a look and do that correlation with the XLE, bottom line, same type of setup. The XLE has been leading that market down for quite some time. We take a look at the XLE, you bring that back to June of last year, you're at $79, you're at 57, and this is also hammering its lows with volume. Big expansion too. On a weekly, this weekly bar is coming down with 84 million, you're going into 63. The high volume low is laying out there at 88 million also. So we're talking about some real volume that is out there in spades. The XAU and the HUI inside the gold market, what you're going to see out here, as you're going to see in both cases, even as gold went into the physical gold went into lower price. Bottom line is that you're going to see the XAU, HUI have rejected lower price, has tremendously lighter volume. You're going against a breakout area. So you're going against the, let's see, 222 million shares, and you're at 146. Monster number. Gold Bugs Index. We take a look at the Gold Bugs Index. Same type of setup inside the Gold Bugs Index. We put this, get the volume characteristic on there, get the weekly. Where are we here? Weekly, there we go. And inside that, we're going into 153 million, and you did 97. You know, so you came back, you went into a breakout area, you had tremendously lighter volume, and watch this. This is going to be the cool part about the whole deal, is the XAU, HUI in a monster ABC structure on the way up. Because what we have just done is that you did a 0.618, no, 0.382 retracement of the move that started out here in May at 147 to the highs in September of end of August at 236. You did a 0.382 retracement. You rejected it. You had lighter volume. Now the baby's going topside once again. Stay right there, folks. We're going to come back with our man, Mr. Dave White. We're going to be talking technology. We're going to be talking his newsletter. We're going to be talking some options. Dow's up 307. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has put together the best lineup of live content for traders by traders every market day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected minds in the business. TFNN broadcasts 5 days a week live from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We have live programming every market day during market hours. Every morning, Larry Pesavento kicks off the trading day live at 9 a.m. and breaks down the opening bell with Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour, followed at 11 a.m. by the team at TD Ameritrade and Thinkorswim with Fast Market. Basil Chapman hosts the Tiger Technicians Hour at noon, Steve Rhodes at 1 p.m. with the Trader's Edge, Dave White at 2 p.m. with the Power Trading Hour, and Tom O'Brien anchors the daily lineup from 3 till 5 as host of the Tom O'Brien Show. Tune in to TFNN's Tiger TV on your computer or mobile device, and you can always find us streaming on YouTube. TFNN.com, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 309. Nasdaq is up 91. S&Ps are up 32. Let's go to our man, Mr. Dave White, as we do each and every Friday at 30 past the hour. And don't forget, folks, Dave has an outstanding show here every trading day, 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. Now, he also has a couple of great newsletters. One of the newsletters in particular we're doing a special on this week, The Path of Least Resistance. This is a one-time deal, folks. This week only, you can save 25% on this newsletter. Great newsletter. The way you save the 25%, you come over to our website at TFNN. You go into featured content. You're going to see The Path of Least Resistance. And bottom line is that you can just hit subscribe right at the bottom of the page, and you're going to a pop-up will come, and inside the code, you're going to put options. Why options? Because Dave's had some great option trades in the last few weeks. Just to give you an example, a couple of them, the SPY, you put up $1.65, you come out with $4. That's the same day. Another one, the Dust, you put up 35 cents, you come out with $1.30. Let's see. It doesn't say what's a few days or not. Bottom line, you're going to see the trades out here. You get some great trades. You have a great newsletter. You're going to save 25%. And when all said and done, folks, what also ends up happening, this comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So the quickest way to do it, just come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the path of least resistance under featured content. Hit it, and you are off to the races. Dave White, what's going on?
Well, buried in all the market action, Microsoft had their dog and pony and showed some really cool new products this week. One, they've got two products they call the Surface Duo and a Surface Neo.
Okay.
The Duo is a dual screen, kind of like a book. You open it up. It's got two 6-inch displays, but it runs Android, and it will be a phone. So they're working very hard on coming up with an operating system and the APIs that will have specialized software that runs on Android to actually make it run.
They want to get back in that phone business, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they certainly want to be in it.
But they've been trying to get in the phone business for a long time.
Yeah, but my guess is they're going to continue to work along that way and eventually have a Windows product yet again.
Yeah.
So,
hey, have you seen the Netflix inside Bill Gates' brain?
The Netflix inside?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So this came up last week. So Netflix has it's a documentary. It's a 3.
Oh, okay, I get you. Yeah, okay.
Inside Bill Gates' brain. It's pretty cool, man. It's they have to check it out.
Yeah. So anyway, they had 4 or 5 new products out there, but where Samsung's tried to launch this foldable display.
Okay.
They're actually setting up so it actually just has one display on one side and one display on the other. Now, this Duo basically two 5.6 inches. And, of course, the bigger product is 2 9-inch displays. So you basically have an 18-inch display when you open up the device. You can drop a keyboard on it for the laptop version. But they're going to be working a great deal on coming up with the operating system and the APIs and the way that and getting the developers to write software for it. But the whole idea is that you can always run 2 programs even on something that runs on Android, and you can cut and paste between the 2 screens. And it's all about having something that's portable and a phone, but at the same time much more productive, like having something like Windows. So not having just standard kind of Android apps that don't do much but are connected. They're going to be adding a lot more software and specialized software for Office that'll run on that phone. So you'll have something that's a little about twice as thick as a super thin Apple iPhone or the rest. But when you open it up, suddenly you've got 2 6-inch displays.
Okay, so there's still only one. I see. Okay, so you just take a regular phone and then we'll double it, right? That's how we're going to do it, right?
Just open it up like a book instead of having a single one.
I see. So that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, right. I can see that.
They're really working on the productivity side of it for people that use it in business.
Sure. And
unfortunately, without showing the videos of what they have out there, it's a little tough. But they right now, I've got to say that they're the gentleman that is in charge of making all their hardware. His name is Panos Panoi. But I have to say that there isn't anybody, I think, as impressive as a person in technology since Steve Jobs. And if there's anybody that's even close to having a vision and a very good idea of how to sell this product, ever since he's come on, I'm going to say that all the products have been about as good as you could expect. And if you wanted to talk about design and fit and finish and all of the stuff that Apple had for years, they're smoking them. In fact, these new laptops, I don't think that there's, other than if you wanted to run iOS, there's they even that Apple even holds a candle to these latest laptops that they have. They are literally making the absolute best hardware that you can buy for a PC, Apple or Dell or
That's pretty wild,
any of the other companies.
Yeah.
So anyway, it went well. Unfortunately, the market turmoil kind of covered it up. But you may want to check those out. They are absolutely neat. And of course, a lot of people are going, well, they're running Android, so that means that they're giving up on Windows. And that's not true either. But it does mean that at least on the low end for like phones and stuff, that they will be making apps on Android. This came out today, and we're getting more news as it comes, but Disney is banning advertising from Netflix across all its entertainment networks, including ABC.
Oh, wow.
And about 2:45, we found out that the Netflix and Amazon apps both are being banned on the Apple platform. So we're really starting to get on where these guys are not going to want to tend to cooperate at any level. Netflix can still run ads only on ESPN for Disney-owned networks. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to get into a full frontal
yeah, that's pretty wild, man. Yeah, right.
issue with antitrust as this goes along, because this is all the stuff that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, I guess you can always. I can see how this is going to go to court. That's for sure. Because you don't have to take anyone's ad. These are private networks. So, but on the same token, you can see that bottom line is that if that's the case, then we're gonna have like 5 different Apples, all with in a square, right? Everyone's gonna have their own square. So
everybody's going to have their own box laying next to your TV.
Exactly.
So that could be problematic. But yeah, I think that this is actually going to be a big issue for antitrust going forward.
And the thing, of course, is that Netflix doesn't sell ads, so that's pretty wild. Stay right there, folks. Dave and I come right back. In the commercial, of course, you can come over to our website at TFNN. Check out Dave's newsletter, save 25%. Get a great newsletter for the month. Dow down 346, NASDAQ up 100, S&P's up 36. We're coming right back. If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
David White has had some great trades in his daily trading newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, and now's a great time to sign up while saving 25%. Just use promo code OPTIONS at checkout and you can save 25% off your first month. And this offer still comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Dave has had some great options and equity winners over the last couple of months. If you'd like to see for yourself the types of option trades he recommends for his subscribers, then check out all the details on the front page of TFNN.com. This offer only runs for 1 week and ends this Sunday, October 6th, so don't miss out. Head on over to the front page of TFNN.com right now for all the details and to start your 30-day money-back guarantee subscription to the path of least resistance today. Remember to use promo code OPTIONS at checkout. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dave White, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling a problem with us out here. We have the Dow up 346, Nasdaq up 101, S&P's up 36, and I'm looking at a slide that says a new Wi-Fi 6.
Yep. Wi-Fi's always had these bizarre numbers, 802.11b and 802.11a. It's been horribly confusing for the consumer. There's a reason to have those horribly confusing numbers in engineering, but not in consumer products. So from now on, they're renaming them all. Wi-Fi 1, 2, 3, 4, and what we currently have is 5. Wi-Fi 6 actually launched on Monday. Wi-Fi 5 basically gives you a gigabit per second internet access if you're close enough. Wi-Fi 6 will give you 10 gigabit per second, so about as fast as you could get on a wire if you're within about 5 or 6 feet of the antenna, and still probably about half that speed if you're 20 feet away. So from now on, you're looking for products or phones or routers. You're looking for at least something that has Wi-Fi 6 going forward, especially for movie streaming, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So look at this fall. There's going to be a big push for all those new products. But certainly through the air, you're going to be able to get as fast as you could get through a wire. And of course, wires have always been faster for a very long time. At least we're at this level at parity with wires as long as you're in the same room.
Imagine 20 years from now. I mean, folks, if you go back 20 years ago, I mean, we were at AOL dial-up, right?
Yeah, it seems like only yesterday, actually, that happened. And, you know, really the internet really didn't take off till 1995. So we're, what, about 24 years into it?
Yeah. So
that was just the beginning.
And if we fast forwarded 20 years, I mean, this Wi-Fi would be so, it seemed like you hit it and it's like, it should be like just so fast it'd be amazing, right? That you wouldn't even know that you're on the internet probably, right?
Well, in 25 years, we probably will have a quantum internet.
Okay.
And basically, it'll not even be at the speed of light. It'd just be instantaneous. You have to entangle two different quantum objects, like an electron or something like that. You literally can move one on, one side of the Earth, and it would be instantaneous on the other side of the Earth. And
wow.
So yeah, I have a feeling before I pass on, we're probably going to see some stuff that just seems like instantaneously always there and no wires. But probably going to take us another 20 years to get there. I talk a great deal about how long that great inventions take. The first transistor came out showed the first transistor in 1924, but to commercialize it took till almost 1952. So a lot of these objects take a long time to get going, but eventually do. In fact, we talked about graphene probably 8 years ago.
Yes.
And now they're just getting to the point where they're figuring out how to actually use it, and a lot of the features that'll make it work in place of silicon. And every year we get a few more inches closer to that. But we've made some huge strides both in that and nuclear fusion fission over the last couple of years.
Well, when you take, I mentioned that Bill Gates, inside Bill Gates' brain, right? What happens, folks, is that they have him, doing the Microsoft deal when he's a young kid, bringing it all the way up. Then they have, he's been doing that philanthropy now for 20 years, so they have him clean water, the toilets, polio, but the biggest thing is nuclear power.
Yep,
and
he's all over it.
Yeah, and what he shows, and this is pretty cool, man, what he shows is that, so the nuclear plants that have been out here, he was saying, well, they're all done, they've been done mathematically with a slide rule, basically, because they're that old. And then they show that they have this, they've been working on it 5 years, and that's as of 2 years ago, so it's 7 years. And they have the whole thing done, and then they're sitting having, a meeting, and that's when the plant blew up in Japan. And of course now, no one wants to even say nuclear power. But that plant that they did, man, looks really cool, man. I mean, and the way that they did it, folks, is that the way these plants, implode is that they don't heat, the water stops. This plant doesn't even need water, Dave. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the liquid sodium. One of probably the best story about Bill Gates was that he was in a war with Lotus 123.
Yes.
For coming out with a suite, and he was coming out with the Office suite of products.
Okay.
And I watched him. He was demonstrating all those products at a Comdex show.
Yeah.
And I was there with about 50,000 people all watching at the same time. So everybody's watching. Little did we know, he said it was going to ship in 3 months. It didn't ship for another 2 years. He showed a product perfectly that had 3,000 bugs. Any one of them would instantly turn into a blue screen of death on that software. And he's always been known as a kind of a demo god.
Yeah.
How to show stuff very well.
Yeah.
With all the problems that are actually underlying it.
Right.
So you always kind of have to watch him because he does know how to dance when it really matters. So just interesting.
You know what's so cool about that? At the beginning of the show, they show that him and
Steve Jobs?
What was the other guy that ended up being his partner, the guy, Paul Allen. They're showing them as kids, folks, and what they're doing is that they're doing a payroll. And the bottom line, same type of deal, do you know what I mean? They're coding, and they're coding right up to the very end of this presentation. And the bottom line, it worked. I mean, do you know what I mean? They went into, was it an Atari computer at the beginning? Whatever that was, do you know what I mean? That they had to put the code in, but they have parts of that like that, Dave, that, they've done it.
I talked about this just before my show ended, but you can't, LA's making it so you can't have an Uber or a Lyft show up and pick you up at the curb. Those IPOs haven't been doing very well at all. But my guess, well, as soon as this came out now, New York's actually talking about doing the same thing too. So probably the news just doesn't seem to get any better for these IPOs that they kind of shoved out the door.
So what the slide says, folks, it's about to get even harder to hail at Uber or Lyft at LA Airport. Ride-hailing vehicles will be banned from making pickups outside LA terminals under the new rules announced by the officials Thursday. The LA Times reported. Instead, passengers wishing to get picked up by Uber will have to take a shuttle to parking lot number 1. It's pretty wild. Well, that's going to show that evidently the taxi drivers out there, got to the terminal people, right? Yeah.
Or Uber didn't pay up enough money.
Yeah, right. No, exactly. Yeah, right. No doubt. No doubt. Stay right there, folks. Dave and I are going to be coming right back during this break. You can come over to our website, TFNN, We get the path of least resistance. We got a great deal out here this week. This deal is going to expire, folks, Sunday night. So bottom line, go check it out. It's right on the front page under featured content. You're going to see the path of least resistance. Inside the code, you're going to put options. Dave and I are coming right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 353. NASDAQ is up 104. S&Ps are up 37. And, folks, as you come over to our website, you're going to see our man, Mr. Dave White, right on that front page under featured content. You're going to see the path of least resistance. And the bottom line, we get a great promotion that's going on. Dave's got a great promotion that's going on. And, you know, what's pretty cool, Dave, is that, you know, when we were talking on Tuesday, you know, the bottom line is that there's no doubt the volatility's out there. But, you know, you see the VIX getting crushed a little bit out here today. So I suspect next week, you know, next month, bottom line, we get some volatility here. There's no doubt. But, you know, it goes back and forth. Wings, you know, comes up and gets crushed, comes up, gets crushed.
Well, certainly a trading range is good if you're fast with your mouse finger. We had a fairly good trade this week with the Restoration Hardware. We got the puts on it at about $5.70 or better, and ended up selling it for about $10 in the dip yesterday morning. And of course, it's back up to about where it was before.
Yeah.
But, at least on that option trade, we got in and out But you kind of have to be fairly fast-fingered in these markets. But we'll see what happens next week. Options expiration really kind of starts with Delta neutral on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then, of course, on the 18th, we have options expiration for the month. Both of those are big turning points for the newsletter and what we do. So you got a lot of chance to check that out and sign up with, what, 25% off?
That's right.
On your first month.
And it's real easy to do, folks. Just come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under the featured content, the path least resistance. You hit that path least resistance. You're going to see this, all the trades right now. You're going to see some newsletters right now. Bottom line is that you just basically hit that card, and bottom line, you're going to hit subscribe. And as you hit subscribe, you're going to put options right inside OPTIONS. And you're going to see that baby pop right up there. You're saving $30. Dave, thanks so much for the education. Much appreciated, man. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. We look forward to speaking right back here Monday morning.
Larry Pesavento has just started.